to better your lifestyle. Our next guest has a trend that's quite literally turning wellness on its head.
Yoga expert Julie Montagu says that exercising upside down not only benefits you physically, but also mentally, and she joins us now, upside down.
Good morning.
Good morning.
OK, well, we'll talk about the kit in a moment, because anyone watching this who's going to look at that is going to think, not entirely sure I can fit that in my sitting room. So why would you be doing it? What are the benefits?
You know, there are so many amazing benefits from getting your head below your heart. Number one, you can feel the blood flow right away. You can see my face is probably quite red, but it's getting the blood flow to the head, which will help to basically give you that mental clarity and that energy boost that you need throughout the day. You don't have to be hanging for, you know, an hour, 2 hours. This is literally 2 minutes out of your day, and the benefits are huge.
I've done this. I've tried this, and I did really enjoy it. What I liked about it was because it was so new and so different. Sort of when you're in a class for an hour or so, it zips by so fast because you're concentrating so much. So it's quite a nice thing to add into your life.
Well, exactly, and it keeps you in the present moment. But also, you just feel, I mean, when you come out of this, and I'll go into, your spine feels like it's just completely just decompressed. So when we're sitting all day at our offices or we're standing all day long, this is just a supported way to decompress your spine and also to have more energy. I mean, I literally cannot live without doing a forward fold at least several times throughout the day. But same with my children. I have 4 children, and I'm always telling them, just get your head below your heart, you'll feel better.
So you don't need... This is here to illustrate what you do. So if you want to do it, and obviously not everybody can get into a class, and some of them are quite expensive.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do this at home, what is this, a pillowcase off the door frame?
Well, this is basically your hammock. You know, you could use this hammock, and if you want to have this contraption, but as you said, rightfully so, really, who has the space to have this? And when we can do the exact same thing on a yoga mat in our living room. So yeah, this is great if you have the space and you really want to invest in this. You can get one of these yoga trapezes or yoga hammocks. But there are other ways just to get your head below the heart. I always tell people 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. when you're making that cup of tea, get your head below the heart for 2 minutes.
So can you show us some of those things? Don't spill it. Can you show us some of the things that you can do without the frame, without just the mat?
Of course. I mean, the number one thing, and again, I tell my children and my friends and those at work, 11 and 3, you're just going to go into a forward fold. I mean, our head is on top of us all day long. It needs a break, just like we need a break from our colleagues or from our friends at school. So you're just going to literally hang, similar to what I was doing there, but I've got the stability of my feet. And you can just completely hang here.
And the benefit being this, what you keep saying, your head above heart, I'm saying that the right way around, aren't I? Is that the blood's more oxygenated that goes to your brain?
The blood is way more oxygenated. So all of a sudden you come up and you feel lighter. You feel like you have much more mental clarity. And it's almost like a free facial as well, Holly. So you're getting, all this rich oxygenated blood into the facial cells. So I'm always like, you're defying, in one sense, gravity by getting it the head below the heart.
And so... not everyone is as flexible as you are and can't do that. So can you like lie on the bed, head down?
Yeah. So you can absolutely. You could go on your bed, but also even if you're not that flexible, you can simply just, if you're in front of your TV afterwards, you can just put your legs out wide and look at my head is actually going to go below my heart here. I can put a bolster here. I can bend my knees as much as I need to. I just want this below the heart. But there's so many, I always think that there's 5 poses. So the one that I introduced, this forward fold, know, and then there's, crazy. For some people, when they see me go into this, they're like, what are you talking about? But this is, this is a lot of years of yoga, but this is because I've had my head below my heart for so many years. But you can easily
work up to that one.
Well, you can take it down to here, and this is going to give you a hamstring stretch. But if you're looking at, if you're a runner, I always tell the runners, I'm like, head here, pick up a leg. And again, let the head completely and utterly hang down. Now, granted, you're not gonna maybe get into that 180-degree split, but again, you're working on getting those hamstrings stretched. So your leg might be here, but you're getting, again, a hamstring stretch, leg below the heart.
Headstand?
Good luck.
I mean, even against a wall, could you do?
Headstand against the wall. So even when you get that head below the heart, again, we're looking to hold it. People ask, how long should I hold it for? I say start with 10 seconds and then ideally work up to 2 minutes. It's just a 2-minute hold. So yes, you can come into a headstand, and lots of people, again, come into headstand.
Imagine doing this on the telly and being okay with that.
Imagine doing this in your front room.
And then you're gonna just hold this,
I'm gonna
you know,
have lamp off.
You can use the wall, absolutely. But your head, you've got to think of the amount of compression that the head puts on the spine all day long.
Such a release.
And then it's such a release.
I absolutely love the principle. I think it has to be wound down about 15 times for all of us to give that a go without putting our feet through the telly. Essentially, lie on the bed and look for something underneath it.
Right, and so you can go here. You can go into a child's pose. Because if you think about a child's pose, the head is below the heart. We've been doing this ever since we, you know, came into this world. And just doing a lovely, amazing child's pose is simple.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank
Lovely
you
to
both
see
so
you.
much. So nice.